So this is Elora, and she is on her first of 5 4-hour drop-off lessons. She is on the Elite program. Her owner just left. Now, I've already spent one 30-minute lesson and two 50-minute lessons with them so they could get some foundation for me. My job today is to clean it all up, start her off-leash training, and get her to respond quicker. So all of the training will be done down here today. Hi, baby. Heel. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Now, good girl. Stay. You straightened yourself up. Now, I'm going to give massive amounts of credit to this family. I've been doing this for 38 years, and I'm going to say right now, her foundational commands, down, nope, down, stay, are spot on. All I've had to do was clean up. She's, a little bit fidgety widgety, wiggle butt, squiggle butt. Yeah, you wiggle, squiggle butt. But otherwise, I want to give massive 2 thumbs up. If I had more than 2 thumbs, wow, the owners really did the foundational homework I asked them to do on their first 30-minute lesson and the next 2 50-minute lessons. So really what I can get a little ahead of schedule here. I've already started doing commands with commands. I've also started playing with her and then going right to commands. I've already started hand signals with her. Stay. So once again, do the homework I give you, and wow, 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 wow. Good girl. Sit, stay, good girl, stay. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna love you. So good girl. I am so impressed. So we're gonna really, really get a lot ahead of schedule today. We're gonna get to the off leash today. We're gonna get so much done today. Good girl. Come, good girl. Come, sit. Oh my goodness, I have an idea. You know what my idea is? The loving idea. Whittle. I'm gonna get you. I don't even know if the camera's pointing at us. No, I don't. It's my hand is probably in the way. Oh, vicious pitbull. Oh, the whittle pibble. Oh, the whittle pibble. Oh, the whittle pibble. Oh, the whittle. Sit. No. Sit. I know that shaking. Sorry, I have to adjust the leash, my phone, everything. I know that shaking might seem like a really minor detail. Heel, no, sit, but it can really mess things up. So what I just did is I just really got her pumped. But look how quickly she was able to go back to obedience. Now this is massively important because in real life, good girl. Oh, did you yawn? Are you yawning? Good girl. In real life, stay. She's going to be playing. She's going to be chasing things. You want her to instantly be able to go back to listening. Good girl. Down. Nope. Down. So the reason I threw that no out there is she started to go down, but you noticed how she started to shift a little bit to her left, my right. Once again, just like the shaking and stuff like that. Those little mistakes will get bigger. So good. Wait, I'm sorry I'm boring you. You just like the kisses part, don't you? Oh, the woody woo. Oh, I'm loving you so much. So let's try something else. I'm going to try a command within a command. I'm going to have her come to me, but before she even takes a few steps, I'm going to tell her to sit. Let's see how quick we can get her to respond to that. Come, sit. Nope, sit. Nope, sit. Okay, so a little slow. Stay. She took an extra step or so. But considering she's only been here for 20 minutes now, good girl. We're not going to give her a free pass, but let's do that one again. Now, if I wouldn't have had the phone in my hand, I would have been able to correct her easier because I'd have had my right hand available, which is actually the proper way to do it. But I'm trying to get this video in also for you guys. Come, sit, nope, sit, there we go, sit, good girl. Oh, she was perfect. And then, see those little scoodles? Once again, this is really where a lot of customers make their mistakes in the beginning. Now, once again, massively huge, excellent. Down, nope, down. Good girl. Stay with the owners and how they did. So I'm getting rid of all these little glitches, these little teeny things that can lead to problems. I'm not even supposed to be doing commands within commands for another hour, 2 hours or so. But once again, massive thumbs up. God, I love these people. The whole family is awesome. So Elora is doing phenomenal. She's only been here for about 30 minutes. So we're going to actually start her on her hand signals now, see how she does. Excuse me. Hand signals are very difficult for me because I'm trying to hold a phone. I should technically be doing the hand signals and have both hands available, but Unfortunately, that's one of the problems with the job until we get to the total off-leash training. Good girl. So this leash gets in the way a lot when I'm trying to do this. So good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, the wooshy whoosh. Now, everybody knows one of my favorite forms of training is the praise, the kisses, the love, which is why you always see me kissing and loving and praising dogs unless they want to eat me. Then I can't do that. Throw out another hand signal here. Good girl. Good girl. Always praising. The praise gets their attention. Good girl. Good girl. Excellent. Good girl. Didn't try to shift at all. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Once again, the leash is, you're not supposed to actually put a leash, your wrist through this, just so you know, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to hold it like, with your thumb through there. But once again, improvising as I do this with a camera. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to give her the another hand signal. That was the hand signal for front. Good girl, followed by excellent. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, the woody whoosh. Oh, gonna grab that face. Gonna grab that face. Good girl. Good girl. Let's try to gather up this leash again. Good girl. Thank you for making my life easy. Hand signals. No. Good girl. A little slow on that one, but of course my hand is right above her head. So you notice I don't put my hand directly in front of her face. Well, the reason for that, good girl, is I'm not always going to be directly in front of her face. If you put your hand in front of the face, there is no reason for them to learn to watch you. So you give a hand signal no matter where you are. So, like if I'm facing this way, the hand signal for stay is based off my body. It's not based off of her, which means I shouldn't have to go to her, put my hand in front of the face. It defeats the entire purpose of teaching her to look. And not to mention, if she's off leash and 50 feet away, 100 feet away, I can't put my hand in front of her face. Good. Oh, guys, you stop that yawning. You stop that yawning. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Stay. Stay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the floor. We know she wants to stay. So I'm going to have to repeat myself. You're always allowed to repeat commands. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Do you see what she was about to do? Stay. Good girl. Stay. 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 Good girl. No. Stay. No is a correction. Stay. It's associated with a correction, so now it works. Stay. She really wants to say hi to Uncle Chaz, which she's about to do. She's going to jump all over me. Come here. Because I love this little... Oh, a pit bull. I'm going to chew on your face. Now, what I'm actually doing is, besides loving her, because I love to do this, but what we're going to do is when I stand up, we're going to see how quickly she adjusts to not being crazy. Good girl. Now, in this case, she is allowed to shake because she's not under a command right now. She's actually fully released. But once I just wanted to make sure she wasn't going to keep jumping on me, and being obnoxious that way, physical obnoxious. And let's see if we can shift. So that was awesome. And now we're going to shift back to the obedience. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Stay. So now I'm switching to just verbal. Stay. Good girl. Switching leashes, stuff like that. Stay. Good girl. Never, never underestimate how often you can touch, play, kiss, love. Nope. Stay. Nope. Did anybody see what she was about? Of course he didn't see what she was about to do. Good girl. She was about to lay down. She actually did. Good girl. And boom. Nope. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. So remember, this is only 35 minutes now into her first drop-off lesson. So when I was screwing around with the leash, trying to get it from one hand to the other and switching the hand and the cameras, she got confused. She tried to lay down. Now, you notice I didn't get mad at her. I didn't punish her. I used what's called a neutral correction, meaning I gently pulled her back up because there's nothing punishable about that. Good girl. Just a verbal now. Down. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. So we're making sure she can do verbal. We're making sure she can do hand signals. And no. Now, remember, she is not allowed to lick and sniff. I know this sounds so nitpicky, but trust me, when you watch why dogs learn so quickly using my methods, it's because of this. There's 5 steps to training a dog that are more important, 5 things about training a dog that are more important than anything else, and perfection is one of them. You wouldn't want to teach a child 2 + 2 is 4.1 just because it was close. Well, sniffing is the equivalent of letting them make little mistakes, and as anybody knows, little mistakes can become big mistakes. Oh my God, she is so beautiful. Oogie woogie woosh. Now, of course, I use lots of good girl, praise and stuff, because a dog that's paying attention, a dog that wants to listen to you, That's so much more important than a dog. I mean, she does have to learn. She has to listen to me, but it's kind of like a reward system. It's like 2 plus 2 is going to equal 4. Stay. Do you want an A with a gold star or do you want an F with a check mark? But in the end, 2 plus 2 is going to equal 4. So basically what I'm teaching her is if I give you a command, it's not a request, it's a command. You have to do it. So you can do it and get kissed and loved and kissed. Uncle Chaz kisses. Yeeta whoosh. Or I can just make you do it anyway. Wooda whoosh. You are so beautiful. Stay. 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 Oh, yeah, look at that cutest dog in the universe. Gooda widda wooda bibble. Youda widda whoosh. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Down. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Ooda woos. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Come. Come. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Nope. Sit. Yeah. The new bandana. Now see, she's a teeny bit crooked. I'm just going to neutrally correct her. Just neutrally. It was an inch. That was all it is. But not only I just gave her new clothing, the bandana. So she's adjusting to that. No. Always using that word no to control her. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Good girl. I just want to see if she can do distance work and me moving around quicker. Stay. No. Stay. Stay. So Alora has not quite been here an hour. Stay. Stay. Good girl. So I'm not even supposed to start the off-leash training until about... Nope. Sit. Good girl. Stay. About 2.5 hours into this. So she's an hour and a half ahead of schedule. Down. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Come. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Woo-da-woo. Sit. Nope. Sit. Woo. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Oh, heel. Good girl. Sit. No. Sit. See, that bandana is kind of giving her a little bit of trouble, but hey, trouble is part of what they have to learn. You are Trouble. Your name is Trouble. Okay, your name isn't Trouble. Her name is Alora, after the little girl, the little princess in the movie Willow back in the 90s. Never seen the new Netflix revision. Stay. Down. Down. Good girl. Stay. 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 Good girl. Stay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Give me some love. Give me some freaking love. Give me some of that Pibble love. Oh, the widow. Oh, the spank the butt. Oh, grab the face. Oh, and oh, the widow. Oh, the belly. Yes, the belly, the belly, the belly. Look at that Pibble. Look at that widow Pibble. So Elora and I are now working on distraction work, toys. I've scattered toys and balls and things about the room. And we're trying to teach her to, when we're playing with them, great. Come on. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Sit. Good girl. But when we're not playing with them, she's not supposed to break position. Because, she could go after a rabbit, could have to go after a squirrel. So we're basically trying to make this very difficult for her. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, the whoosh. This is the wooshy whoosh. Stay. Good girl. Bounced it off her head. Excellent. Stay. Oh. Wooshy whoosh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go over here. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. Woozy, woozy, woosh. Stay. Stay. Woozy, woozy. Stay. Good girl. You notice I always use love and praise, and I don't use treats. Treats. Down to train a dog. Now, there's a reason for this. The first question I always ask people is, well, how many wolf packs do you see that are controlled by an alpha male wolf handing out chicken legs? Okay, so it's not done in nature. But also, it's not the way dogs think. In fact, it's not even the way people think. Remember, the only reason you guys go to work is because you get treats. You get money. If they stopped giving you that money, they stopped giving you that treats, you would stop working, which happens to a lot of people when they use treats. But you know what a dog will always work for? Kisses and love and mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, the mwah, 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 mwah. And that's how we do training here. No. Good girl. Sit. It's not that my dogs don't get treats. My dog, Pizzazz, gets treats all the time just because I like her. I'm not saying treats are disallowed in training, but I almost never use them. I can maybe think of a handful, less than 5 dogs I've used with treats to train a dog in 38 years. Good girl. Woo-woo. 38 years. Down. 15,000 dogs. 30,000 people. I'm not saying if you want to use a treat, that's fine. I'm just saying that it's not how animals think. It's not how humans think. It's a bribery method. And kisses and love. Oh my, who doesn't want to kiss and love their dog? Who doesn't? Look at this face. Look at that face. Look at the whittle. I think she's almost due for her first break. You can't be tired. Shit, we've got another 2 hours and 40 minutes to go. Okay, we might give you a little 15-minute break if you need it. But let's do one more distraction. Come here. Let's go over here where I have conveniently got a smoked, sit, good girl, a smoked, meaty smoked bone. Stay, good girl, stay. So she's sniffing it, so I'm just gonna, no. See how that word no? That is, the word no stopped her from sniffing, just the word no. If you train a dog properly and you use the word no properly, you notice I don't raise my voice. Down, nope, down. Totally distracting her because I got the bone right in front of her. So she was kind of focused on that bone, but she didn't go for it. Good girl. So we're just using this as another decoy. Stay, good girl. So I want to, okay, that's called a self-correction. A self-correction means because of perfection, because not teaching her that 2 + 2 is 4.1, by teaching her that she always has to do it properly, she knew I was just going to say no and stop her anyway. Now, I can stop her with the word no. I could have also stopped her with come on, let's get some loves. Wooda loves. You know the loves that I like. You know the pibble love I like. Oh my goodness. Do I look like something you can just climb on? Do I look like part of your playground set? Do I? Of course I do. That's how the pubbles work. Oh gosh. Oh, look at this. This is way better than treats. I got a little butt and I got a little cute face. Oh, look at the whittle. Oh, see the whittle belly. I'm gonna rub that belly. You're the belly. Who doesn't like their belly rubbed? Oh, by the way, this is the reason why I actually will never own a male dog. I know it sounds silly, but I don't want to be rubbing down here if it's a male. It just goes against my nature. But oh, look at that. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay, so very quickly, so the owners have a reference on the proper way to do hand signals because most people do them incorrectly. Stay. In fact, no. Notice I'm multitasking, focusing on the dog. I can talk to you guys without looking at the camera. Most people who think they're doing hand signals actually don't realize they're confusing the dog. Most people will do something like this. Okay, come here, down, stay, sit. They use the exact same thing for everything. Stay, down, sit. You can't do that to a dog. You got to make sure each command is overly exaggerated and differentiated from each command. So the hand signals I teach my customers is this will be the hand signal for stay. Notice it's not lowered down. This is stay. Now the reason we don't lower it down is because this is down. Now if you lower your stay, it looks like a down, which I noticed somebody was making mistakes with, which is the only reason why I'm posting this part of the video right now for the owners. This is stay, straight arm. It's based off of where your body is, not hers. This is down. This is sit. Notice none of those look the same. Now, stay is pretty intuitive. Down is pretty intuitive. There is no hand signal that actually looks like sitting. So I use this for sit because it looks very different than the other commands, and because none of my customers wanted to use this one for sit, which would have been totally cool. Oh, you got a dog's best friend. We recognize John Travolta moves. So stay, down, sit, good girl. This would be front, and this would be come. Very similar commands. However, front requires her to be in front of you, facing you, while come just means she has to come to you. So there's a little bit, so if I said come right now and she was over there, she could end up here. But if I said front, she'd have to actually end up right here. So stay, down, sit, come, front, heel or left, depending on which one you use, foot or right, depending on which one you use. Basically, heel means, or foot, left means walk by my left side. Foot or right means walk by my right side. Now, for the release command, now with Pizzazz, I use zoomy zooms and zooms. They don't actually use that. Let's see, stay. I'm gonna see what they actually use. They told me, let me just look. They use, oh, Scooby-Doo. So, yep, that's their release command. Their release command is Scooby-Doo. I have a customer who uses pizza. I have another one who uses spaghetti. I have a customer who uses beans. I really just make it fun if you want. The most common ones would be release. So this is actually the release command, whether you say Scooby-Doo or whatever, zoomy zoom zooms, spaghetti. Let's see, so we've got down and sit and stay, we've got front and come, we've got heel and foot, and we got release. So those are your basic hand skills. I want my customers to see that so that they understand that they can't be doing downs and stays and sits, because they all start to look the same. And that's what most of you, when you watch this video, if you start thinking about it, that's probably what most of you do, is your hand skills are too similar to each other. Now, what we're also doing with her right now is she actually, I wanted to see how long she could stay off leash without me focusing on her, without me paying attention to her, without me actually giving her commands. Good girl, and obviously she's done phenomenal. When people come to your house, you want a dog that's calm and relaxed. Yes, they can play. Yes, they can be lovers. That's all great. But nobody wants to come to your house and have their dog jumping all over them. So one of the most important commands to teach a dog is the stay command. Because stay just teaches them to chill out, which is what you always want out of a dog. Now, as you've seen Pizzazz, I'm playing Frisbee with her and doing all that stuff, but that's playing. But right now, I promise you, she's upstairs in my apartment and she's probably just laying down. She's not chewing things up. She's not knocking things over. She's not being destructive. She's just chilling out. Okay, excellent. Okay, this is very important information for anybody who uses collars that do not have buckles or releases. This is called a martingale collar. This is the preferred collar you want to use for a training because there's no way it can come off accidentally, because it can only go on by slipping the dog over the dog's head. You can make it bigger or smaller. You want it so it just fits over the dog's head. Now, Elora is only 5.5 months old. This is the collar that was just on her. Now, if you notice, it's actually, I can't even fit it over her skull. I had a hard time getting this off. Now, this doesn't mean the owners were negligent or anything. This has happened to me before. Is you want it so it just fits over the skull. That way it's kind of loose on the neck, but if they try to get out of it, because of the double loop system, if they try to get out of it, that loop can tighten up, preventing it to be smaller than the skull. However, it does need to be bigger than the skull to get on and off. And unfortunately, this one, it took me about a few minutes to take it off of her. So I just switched her to Lily's old, that was Pizzazz's predecessor, Lily's old collar, which has lots of room to grow in. However, they have to give that one back to me because that's my Lily's collar. But that's what we're going to do. So everybody just be aware, if you have a collar that cannot unbuckle or unsnap, which I strongly suggest, by the way, they're much better collars, much safer for the dog. Just make sure when you have a growing dog, that you check up on it quite frequently. Now, once again, Elora is impressing me so much. Sit, good girl, that we've actually moved her training to outside, where you've got smells and grasses and birds. And yes, I live in a blue house with a blue fence. Yes, good girl. Down, good girl. Stay. Much more distracting. I usually wouldn't do this till the second. Oh, it's a little bit chilly out here. I know, 72 degrees. Oh my gosh. Come. Good girl. Sit. Good girl, stay. So we're working with all these distractions out here. Once again, she is just acing everything. You're just... we might even try off-leash out here today, which would be 2 lessons ahead of schedule. Good girl. Come. Good girl. Down. Nope. Down. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. Oh, I'm going to kiss you and love you and all that good stuff. She is doing awesome. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Down. Stay. The whoosh. Good girl. Heel. Heel. Good girl. Good girl. I have a blue staircase too. Everything's blue. Blue, blue, blue. Good girl. Good girl. Let's take the tight corner. Sit. Stay. Whoosh. Look at that prettiest girl in the universe. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Heel. Heel. Good girl. I know it's tight. Come on, heel. Let's get you past all the tightness. It opens up again. Good girl. Sit. Guess what? My garage has got blue on it too. Yes. I should have put a blue bandana on you. A blue bandana. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Now stay. Stay. Stay with your woo. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Stay. Oh my goodness. You're the little puppy in the pupperverse. Pupperverse. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Come. Down. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Such a good girl. Stay. 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 Good girl. Stay. Stay. Nope. Down. Down. Stay. Stay. The loving part gets them every time. You just want some. Come here. Give me some love. Give me some lovey-dovey. How about we go right for the belly this time? Right for the belly. Huh? Do you want me to go right for the belly? Oh, the belly. Mm-hmm. Oh, you whoosh. Oh, kisses. Give me kisses. Oh, I love you so much. Good girl, stay. Good girl, stay. No. Good girl. Look at you. You're so cute. Sit. Oh. Good girl, stay. Good girl, stay. Good girl. Oh, the woobers. Good girl. Front. Woober. Sit a woober. Sit. Come on, sit. Good girl. Wooda. Woo. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Come. Good girl. Down. Wooby woobs. Stay. Woobers. Stay. Good girl. Front. Good girl. Sit. Oh my goodness. Give me the